Going live right now. We got no music. I got a little bit of intro. Hey everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to something completely different from my usual crafting streams. This is an informal session 0 of our upcoming interlude mini campaign adventure of Forge of Fury from Tales from the Unconventional Portal. And I am merely a mere mortal of a player in this campaign. I am but a vessel.
You are but meat to slaughter. Let's be honest here. Welcome to Heather's House of Horrors.
That's
otherwise known as the Forge of Fury. I'm your dungeon mistress, Heather. We're gonna take D&D up a notch.
She did this voice a lot to me earlier, and it made me feel things.
Not sure what I'm supposed to be feeling, but
she was astonishingly great.
So I am mainly here to answer the questions that the two of your little brains come up with as you are doing your character chit-chat, and to take notes about said possible characters to make sure that I have a plethora of ways to kill you all.
She's just taking notes. She's just been taking notes this entire time. Like, oh, you're doing that, huh? Well, I'm going to do this.
Oh, you're taking that skill. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what was your lowest score again? Yeah.
That's you're a fire genocide, immune to fire, huh? Well,
yeah.
A whole bunch of ice elementals in this dungeon as it happens.
Damn it. Who told you I was literally going to have a fire genocide, too?
Welcome to the newest creation for D&D monsters, the Rain Genasi.
Yeah, so session 0, we usually make our characters and talk about like house rules and campaign and all that. And I think this is very informal session 0, by the way. We didn't do this on a Friday because we want to try to make the most efficient time we have for maximum playing. So we're just kind of doing this in lieu of my Monday crafting stream. So we may get one or two others in tonight. We may not, but in any case, Chris and I are here to bounce different characters around and create them directly in the character monster, which is always fun. And as Heather has advised, we should probably make 2 characters just in case.
Just in case.
I mean, if you want to make more, I will create more character sheets for you, and
I don't want you to spoil anything, but I guess one of my immediate questions is like, how is that gonna work? Like, what? Are you gonna like murder someone and then just over the next rise? Like, meanwhile, over the next rise.
Don't you worry about that. Okay, I have plenty of ideas for something like that.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was gonna be one of those situations where it's like, all right, you're dead. Hang out till the next session, and then we'll put a new guy in there.
No, my plan is to get you back into the game as quickly as possible based on where you are in the map at that point in time. So I have already identified points within the map where I can easily pull a new character in. Yes.
Spawn points.
Left for Dead closets. You got Left for Dead closets all over the place.
Help. I've been in here for 36 days.
You just see a glowing golden door and hear someone pounding on the other side.
That's right, yeah.
But so while I have identified areas, depending on where y'all are in the map, I might have to make an adjustment on the fly, but that's fine. I'll figure it out. You might show up under a pile of rubble. Who knows?
There you go.
It'll be interesting.
Okay. Yes, Far Realm. This is from Tales the Unconventional Portal, which from what I understand, one of the few campaigns I did not review, and it is older classic modules from anywhere from I think 1st or 2nd edition up until 3rd, I think, that are then up like it's kind of like a best of greatest hits, and then updated to 5th edition. And all of us don't have really any experience playing older versions of D&D, so this is all pretty much just new stuff for us. So yeah, I guess I've got it narrowed down to 2 characters.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Well, we can talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I liked. Yeah, so I haven't played a character since Tasha's came out, so I like a lot of the new stuff in Tasha. Seems really cool. And I had a fun idea for, inspired by Gazlo, who is a goblin engineer in the Warcraft series and in Heroes of the Storm. He's a character. I thought it'd be fun to play a goblin artificer with the armorer subclass. And so he's piloting, and he's still a goblin, but he's got like a regular like person-sized suit of armor. And he's like piloting it on the inside, kind of with gears and shit. So
he's Iron Man.
Yeah, and all of his spells would just be like mechanical, like stuff coming out of his suit, and all flavored like that. Like I looked up the sword burst cantrip would be like chainsaws coming out of his suit, like whirling around and shit like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, and so weirdly, that subclass lends him to be more of a melee artificer, because he can get some pretty good armor, and he just uses like his fists to punch people. And then, but he's still got the artificer spells, so kind of a combination there. Right. Starting at level 3, Nick, that is a good question.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was something that was a kind of a prerequisite, as Heather has said, and we've all said before. Level 1 is really like a tutorial. Like, we really just don't need to do level 1 ever again, I think. And I feel like a lot of classes, and a lot of classes like come online at 3 and get really fun. Plus, it just opens it up for the DM too. You can just do more stuff. There's more character and creatures, and characters can make it longer, and it gets more interesting. There's a sweet spot right now in D&D that's like 3 to 10, where everything feels pretty well balanced, and there's a lot of good content and everything. Before that, it's like it's really hard to balance, and characters aren't that powerful. And then after that, it starts getting a little crazy with how powerful characters get. But there's a really nice sweet spot right there that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, I'm liking this armor stuff. Looks pretty cool. I guess you can choose what mode you're in. You can get Thunder Gauntlets or Lightning Launcher. Yeah, this is very, very Gazlo.
Yeah, you can choose 2 different kinds of suits, which seem pretty neat. I would probably have it be in the Guardian mode, because that seemed like what I pictured him as. But the other one, essentially, one of them gets you a melee attack and then ability to gain hit points or temporary hit points, and the other one gives you a range attack, and you get like advantage on stealth.
Yes.
But yeah, it is definitely Iron Man. Like, you can, Dawn and Doff it as an action, which is definitely the like, the suit comes out and he like steps down. I think he's got a little ladder he probably steps down it. Yeah.
You're like those giant dually trucks where the step board just goes.
Exactly.
So you can step in and out.
Yeah. And personality-wise, he'd just be kind of a against type goblin, I guess. He'd be very smart, and very much the like engineer, crafting mind, and mechanic kind of attitude and all that. So
yeah,
and I think generally helpful person. He's pretty helpful and nice. He's kind of a blue collar nice guy, basically. Like he's gruff, but he is like generally a good alignment, I think.
Right.
And I can't help but think of the characters and just already start falling in love with them. So it's going to be really rough for me, because I'm trying to come up with these character ideas that are just kind of silly and goofy, and I'm already like, oh, it's a great character.
Yeah, you're already like, I'm building his personality, and I love him.
I love him. He's one of my precious. He will never have anything bad happen to him.
You will be a hero and live forever.
And Chris, I think you had a goblin idea too.
I sure did. So I was looking for the longest time to figure out how to fit the fantasy in my head to the mechanics of the game. And that's of a small goblin riding a medium creature, a wolf or...
Ooh, trivia question for anybody who's been watching our series for a while. Let's see if they can guess. Has there ever been a named goblin character in one of our previous campaigns, and what was their name? So you can, we can give it a second, but you can describe things. Just don't mention the name.
More specifically, a named goblin character played by me as the DM.
That's a big hint.
Like I said, it's a big hint, but I wouldn't play a character that you.
Well,
did.
That narrows it down. Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But still, that narrows it down a bit.
It does. It does. But I'm trying to fit the fantasy of a small goblin riding a medium-sized creature, and also have it be effective. Because I was looking at like the Cavalier option, and I was looking at like the mounted combatant feat, and they're both like they both don't work well for what I'm trying to do. Mounted combatant feat is its whole thing is like you have advantage on creatures that are smaller than your mount, and well, my mount's going to be a medium, so it's going to be the same size as half the creatures out in the world.
Sure.
But what I decided was
what was the deal with the Cavalier? Because that's the one that's like made for.
It is. He has advantage on not getting knocked off of his animal. That's at level. You're also looking at what they have at level 3, right? Like Cavalier has some other stuff at like level 6 that's for mounted stuff, but the Fighter Cavalier it's got an alright ability. But the one I landed on was a Ranger, the Tasha's variant Beastmaster, where you can just permanently have a beast companion up. It's going to be a boar that the little goblin is going to just be riding around on all the time. So it's similar to your armor. It's going to effectively be a medium creature, but it's just on the back of this boar all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, because they rejiggered how Beastmaster works.
Yes.
You actually choose. Like they give you like a new stat block, I think.
It's a new stat block that's pretty good. It's got like a knockdown effect. It's got about 20 hit points. And if he dies, you can res him to full hit points with one level 1 spell slot.
Oh, okay.
Which is a great use for a level 1 spell slot, because Rangers don't have a whole lot of great uses of their spells.
Let's see. Chat. Snag something. Storm King's
this has been great.
Ballista doesn't count. Ballista does count, but Ballista was not what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Close.
Sorry, Ballista. Close. I did forget about you, Ballista. Sorry, this Ballista erasure will not be 2 to 4.
William got it.
William got it.
Snigbat! Boom! Snigbat. That's what we're looking for. Literally wanting to play Snigbat.
Yep.
The goblin that I think we met all the way back at the beginning of Storm King's Thunder. And then you had him come back for like some little side quest thing, which was very cute. I did.
Yep.
Just a friendly goblin.
And now he could be back again, riding on the back of a boar.
And all these years later, he's made it to level 3, which I respect.
Hey, for a goblin,
exactly.
that's like
I know.
Everyone else is level 9.
It takes most people like 3 days or something of hard adventuring.
That's right. He's sitting right on the back of a boar that he calls Piggy.
That's good.
He's a dumb goblin. He is not a smart goblin like
right. You have more of a yeah. But the heart's in the right place.
Yeah, Snakeback's a nice guy.
Soon he'll be dead.
So what's interesting is it sounded like from what we were saying the other day is you'd be playing more of a melee ranger too.
Oh yeah.
Waiting in the battle.
Because this Beastmaster variant you can attack with your beast as a bonus action. And the beast is all melee. You can run up, try to knock them down with your beast, and then try to like do the 1-2 combo and like stab at them while they're on the ground as your regular action.
Okay. A good combo.
Yeah.
Was there a feat that because you're all about like having that feat be such an integral part?
The feat I was looking at to sort of counteract, well, not to counteract, but synergize, is the feat that gives you a fighting style, one of the fighting styles, and I'm going to take the interception fighting style, that if a creature within 5 feet of you takes damage, you can mitigate the damage by like D10. So that if anyone ever tries to stab Piggy, then then Snigbat will get his shield in the way.
Reduce the damage. Okay, wow. All right, so charging melee gusto goblin with a boar.
That's right.
How long is this boar gonna last, hun? Although he can just keep resummoning it.
Keep resummoning him. It's fine. Yeah.
Just constant meat
shield.
shield.
He can keep resummoning him until he's out of first level.
That's true.
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah.
You'll never
how
cast
many-
anything but boars.
Yeah. How many times can you go through 20 hit points of boar? It's a
Don't fucking tempt her. Like delicious.
Just gotta hunger for bacon tonight.
Suey.
Who doesn't like bacon?
Mm-hmm. Every monster in this dungeon loves bacon. Oh, Snake Bat, you poor brave fool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was the first one that I was thinking of. Eric, what was your second one?
The one that I kind of planned out today as a last minute thought was
Oh my god, this one is great.
a charming fire genasi barbarian storm, with the storm being the fire one, and he is a boisterous, egotistical athlete. He's basically Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. And when he rages, it's just like, when he wears like a tiny vest to show off like the abs and chest. And when he rages, it's just like everybody's just sweating around him. And he's like, hair catches on fire because he's just fired, like part fire person.
Oh, you're flavoring his rage as like bursting into like heat.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
flames.
And there's lots of fire puns. Like, we gotta turn up the heat and all this.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, possibly feel bad killing that one. Just because it's funny.
It is funny, yeah. I think it'd be pretty funny to play because a lot of barbarians are like the angry, violent type, and he wouldn't be that at all. It would just be a like hilarious, like wanting to.
Tell me more about angry type barbarians, do you?
More the violent type. He'd be more just like laughing and just
a Chadbarian. He'd be a Chad.
A Chadbarian. Very much a Chad. Which unfortunately means I would want a barbarian with a decent charisma score, which they already want all the good physical stats.
They want strength and dex.
Yeah,
and con.
I mean, I can dump the shit out of his mental scores. That's fine, but
that's
Take notes of that.
man, I was doing some test runs of just running through the character monster, and I was rolling so good for stats, and I know it's gonna fuck me up tonight when I actually roll for stats.
Used up all your luck.
Oh man, I was rolling killer stat numbers. Like, that's not gonna happen here.
It depends on how.
Although the Tasha's thing helps because you can use whatever your race stuff is to like shore it up. You don't have to worry about I have to get my thing here.
Yeah. So okay, yes, that's. Have you thought about feats for either one of those characters?
Not really. Neither of them have like super important feats that define the class to me that I just couldn't wrap my head. I mean, the barbarian, there's literally an athlete feat that I could take.
Yeah.
It's mainly useful for getting a +1 in strength or dex. So if I end up with like an odd number there that my race can't scoot up, then I may take athlete. Otherwise, a good one to fall back on is tough, just for more hit points.
Sure.
So something to go along with.
If you were, I mean, I don't know how much of your stuff is fire, but if a lot of it was fire, there's also the elemental adept one. That
go on.
You ignore the resistance to that damage type, and you can treat any 1 on a damage die as a 2. So you just get a little bit more damage.
That's it. You said it was a feat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elemental adept.
Yeah, because he does. And as a fire genasi at level 3, he can cast Burning Hands, which would be his big like. Let's really turn up the heat. And just fire it out of his hand. Spells can ignore resistance to damage of the chosen type. When you roll a damage for spell, you can. Okay, so that'll only be that one thing. I think would just be that one use of Burning Hands, because it says for a spell. I don't think his rage counts as a spell.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Because I don't think it's so I don't know if it would work with the resistance or anything. What's funny also about that is I believe there's friendly fire with his rage, though.
Really?
What's it called? Storm Herald or something? Subclass? Hope everybody wanted like class theory crafting when the
your genocide will cook the piggy.
Yeah. Path of the Storm Herald, I think is it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all other creatures in your aura would take fire damage whenever you activate it, and then like as a bonus action each turn you can do it. So yeah, he's not a very good team player, ironically. Now you don't have to activate it, I believe. Well, it does say your aura has an effect that activates when you enter your rage. Okay.
Yeah.
But that is the one I would choose, would be the desert one. I'd just go full on the fire theme.
Nice. Yeah.
Which, we're going to a forge with fire stuff, so it's probably not the smartest in terms of that, but as a fire genasi, I get fire resistance, which is nice too.
That would be nice, actually. I've got no clue on my second one. It's a choice. It's a choice of like 6.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's that's my fill slot, and honestly, it's kind of a bummer. Well, I guess we don't know yet. We don't know if Raymond and Reese and Rochelle, if we're gonna have to make sheets for them, or if Heather, he's gonna have to make sheets for them.
Yeah.
Or not.
You're probably gonna at least be making 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah. So I don't know what my fill position should be.
Well, so
I guess I could just talk. I could just ask the chat here, and maybe let them decide. We're on stream.
That's true. Well, one thing we're gonna have to ask him is which one of these characters to play to actually be like the starter. Let's pick the starters. Who's your starter? And then who do you fall back for your backup if the starter goes down?
Yeah.
That's a sports term, Chris.
Sports.
Touchdown.
Who's your starters?
I actually did not think that. I did not connect that with sports. I connected Pokemon.
With Pokemon. One of your 3 starters.
Pokemon, but you gotta pick a starter.
Yes, you do. You know what that is in Pokemon. You're right.
Yeah. All right, chat. Pay attention. I'm gonna do a lightning round.
Oh boy.
You guys are gonna have to pick. I'm excluding my 2 favorites because my 2 favorites I want to use in a real campaign. That was offensive, Heather. I apologize. A long campaign.
He did catch himself right after.
Well,
this bullshit.
Well, let's count the number of grievances I have currently.
He's going to be the first to die.
With the it's not a real campaign now, so we'll add that one to the top. And there's his constant unable to determine the difference between myself and Rochelle.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is.
You need to work that into a puzzle somehow, or a monster. A monster that constantly confuses him for their character.
What's her name? What's her name?
Yeah, the puzzles you have to. It gives you a bunch of pictures of women, and you have to then remember their names. And every time you fucking miss, it saps you.
Maybe
I don't know what this is supposed to be teaching me. It just hurts so much.
There is a room I could make adjustments to. You all walk in, and then the 3 of you or 4 of you just pass out, and nobody knows why. And Christopher is left to see a random selection of photos with names and having to remember who's who.
This is Samantha. This is Jessica.
No, it'll all be different spellings of Jessica.
Oh, great. This is Jessica with a Y.
Yeah. JessYca, Jessici, J''SS.
All right, the 2 that I'm excluding are my Wildfire Druid and my Rune Fighter. I don't want to play them short
for
term.
Lengthy campaigns.
Yeah, those for a lengthy campaign, which I probably only ever get to play one of them, but whatever. So my options are a half-orc dual-wielding Psy Warrior who just goes in with 2 axes. The Psy Warriors, I haven't really actually thought about this too thematically, but Psy Warrior's got some cool like force things with weapons, but everything's about just having 2 axes out and just swinging them like crazy.
What if I have orc with 2 axes?
It doesn't happen very often.
Go on.
I'm not saying all of these are like gold, all right?
I'm intrigued.
Oh, and this is one that I'm not sure if you would allow, because I'm not sure honestly, I don't know if this book counts, because I don't know if it's in the world or not, or if it's this like alternate world. A But I was actually kind of like this one. Ancestral Barbarian Minotaur. Who just pushes people around constantly. He would take the Crusher feat, which lets you push people around. He's got a bonus attack that lets you push people with his horns.
What book is he from?
Theros? Mythical Odyssey of Theros. I was unclear on which books were like core, which ones weren't, but then I've got my Scourge Aasimar Death Cleric. This is when I have one opportunity to play just a straight evil character, like a worshiper of a death god who is going on an adventure to just reap souls. That would actually be like a little bit of a healing / killing cleric. A lizard folk mercy monk who just runs around biting people instead of doing unarmed attacks, because you could replace unarmed attacks with bites, and they're actually a little bit better at level 3.
Lizard folk just bit people.
He's just running around. He's just running around constantly biting people.
Theros does count.
That was a pre-pandemic character.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to include this one because this one overlapped with Valravn too much. So those are the ones that I had.
Yeah, Theros is good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because Minotaurs were cool. I was like, that's a neat class.
Mm.
So I don't know if you guys have opinions on any of those, but those are the ones that
I really want to see the Minotaur.
All right, say him again. I heard, lizard folk, Minotaur. There was a lizard.
Okay.
Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, don't do the fucking Psy Warrior Axe guy. That was. I'll eliminate that one for you.
I'll be honest. That was a little bit like the darts.
Yeah.
It's like half-orc, dual wielding, Psy Warrior. Okay, these work together. Sure.
Those are words.
Those are words. So it's the Minotaur Ancestral Barbarian who shoves people around. The Ancestral Barbarian, actually, their ability is
pretty good.
Summons ghosts that keep enemies from attacking other players.
We're gonna end up really similar because we both got barbarians, we both got goblins.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, the Minotaur Barbarian, my Aasimar, just death cleric, just evil servant of a death god who's with these adventurers to reap souls.
I think that one could be really fun to roleplay too if you were just like super like hilariously evil, but like in a fun way, not just like in a dick, but like.
Well, that's the thing with evil characters. Like, as long as I'm not fucking with my teammates.
Exactly.
Like,
you know.
It would be one of those scenarios where he's with you guys because you guys are going to be where the action is, where the most souls are going to be reaped. You are tools in the.
I'm here about the reaping.
Yes, exactly. The lizard folk mercy monk who just bites people real hard. And that was it.
So a bitey lizard folk mercy monk.
Type them into the chat. I don't know if you have access to typing into the chat. But...
I do. Yeah.
So we're for sure doing. Is Snigbat one of them? Then you're for sure locking him in.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in Snigbat. Yeah.
I guess I should have had some more options. I guess I had, my Goblin, Artificer Armor, the Gazlo, my egotistical, athletic, fiery themed Barbarian, and then I don't want to do the Kenku Druid because I'm playing a Kenku in the other one-shots. I had an idea for a Grave Cleric that was like kind of a Nazebo, like spirit shaman who was all about like ghosts and just following not necessarily like an evil one, but just seeing ghosts and talking to them constantly and telling other people like about the spirits and stuff. He sees dead people basically.
Yeah.
And then I went on a Heroes of Stormkick, a rogue soul knife based on Gitzerai based on Zeratul. It was like an interdimensional bounty hunter. Manifest like Psy Blades.
That would be pretty cool.
All those sound neat.
What was the class on that one?
Rogue has the.
Okay, yeah.
Soul. I think it's Soul Knife. Is it what it's called?
Soul Knife, yeah.
It looked really cool. So I guess I might type those in the chat as well after we do yours.
Yeah, go for it.
He's got the vote thing. That's if I was more prepared, I could have set that up as a voting poll.
I will just tally them here.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, vote for Chris's, which is vote for his second character: Lizard Folk, Mercy Monk, Asimar, Death Cleric, Reaper, or a Minotaur Ancestral Barbarian. I love that you gave me the elevator pitch, a parenthetical elevator pitch for each character.
That's right.
All right, just explain it to me in a couple words.
That's right. I'll add them up, but I'm seeing a lot of Minotaurs here.
Okay.
Duke has got Minotaur. Christopher's got Reaper. Duke has got Cleric.
Flurry of chomps. Oh, Blanky wants the 2x half orc. I eliminated that one. Hanging your head for that one.
Oh, here come a lot of death clerics.
And we're thinking that Heather, we know for sure she's going to make Rochelle's character and maybe Reese's. So we can basically just have her fill whatever slots, whatever she wants to make. Whether that's up to us or her. Ultimately, it's up to her.
That's true, yeah.
And I really want dark mode to work, but it's just...
doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
Duke has got Minotaur.
See, it doesn't bother me.
Shogun's got Minotaur.
I think it's just having the... I like how it looks with the sidebar. Once I open a character sheet.
Oh, shoot. There's a whole bunch of Death Clerics coming in at the last minute.
I'm telling you, man, the Death Cleric was cool. I've been pro Death Cleric since the beginning. What race was it? Oh, Asimar. Oh, so are you gonna do like the Fallen Asimar then? Because there's a Fallen one where
it's not the the Scourge one's pretty cool, but the Scourge one, like you burn with like I don't know, like holy. It can be holy or evil. Okay. I think. So you're like hurting everyone around you.
That's a race we have not seen ever.
Yeah.
I guess all three of these you're playing we haven't seen.
That's true.
Again, that cautious thing that lets you unlock the race thing is a huge plus, because then it really lets you play. And in Character Monster, you just click that Customize Your Origin, which lets you free up those stats for whatever you want.
All right, 10 more seconds, then I'm going to count the votes.
Remember, there's a delay in the chat stream.
Oh, that's true. Yes, I got to give it, 10 seconds after I said 10 seconds.
All right, well, I'm making my Goblin Artificer.
Okay, yeah.
Or should I? Well, I think I like that one as my lock-in choice.
So final, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Woof, man, it's really... I'm interested in the votes here. This is...
It's pretty loose voting. I'm just tallying
contested.
As I see things come up,
but... Yeah, one person's voted like 8 times, I'm sure.
I think I've seen one name. Not only have I seen one person vote multiple places, I think I've seen one person
contacted by the FBI
ideas.
for fraudulent voting. There. Take that shit very seriously.
Yeah, I see you, Fireworks Factory. You did vote twice.
He's just making sure. He's like,
making sure.
You know, this is informal, so it's people just shouting at you with signs. Yeah. So it's your fault you're pointing at that person twice and nailing down. They've just got the banners up there that say Lizard Folk.
Yeah. Then you flip the sign over, it says Death Cleric.
Yeah. I don't know what to think. Man, goblins up to 60 years? Jeez.
Wow.
Can't be their average life expectancy.
Oh, come on, people. You can't do that to me.
All right, whenever you cut it off, you got to say something in the chat so that way we know it's cut off.
That's true. All right.
Yeah, I'll do it now. All
right. You're the dungeon mistress.
I am the dungeon mistress.
Voting has ended.
Right. 3, cut it off right now. We got time.
1. No more votes.
More votes. All right, there it is. What's the tallies?
Well, well, you know what? Actually, no, I take that back. It's not a tie. As far as I counted,
we didn't do a tie off.
My very informal counting. Lizard Folk had 4, Minotaur had 7, and Death Cleric had 8.
Wow. Look at that.
Death Cleric it is.
That's voted on.
No, granted, I think I counted a bunch of people twice because they were stereotyping twice, but yeah.
That's what you get for informal voting.
That's what happened. Yep.
Well, you're about to do an informal vote as well, so.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Did I have enough options? Yep. Oh, yeah. I guess I had 3. Okay, we'll do those 3.
Yep. Start the second round of voting.
Yep, second round of voting.
Very close.
That would have been character 2.
Or character 1.
Well, character 1 is going to be the goblin. Is going to be Gazlo, the goblin artificer armorer. So I'll lock that one in like Chris did, and then for the second character, we'll have 3 options you can vote on, which is a fire genasi, Barbarian, storm herald. Mystical fire themed Gaston. Vote for one of the following PCs.
My Death Cleric at least at one point has to say, "Your soul is mine."
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't mean to enter there. Whoops. Oh no, I gotta type quickly.
Oh yeah.
The other one was a Githzerai rogue soul knife. Psi-powered interdimensional bounty hunter.
These are pretty good elevator pitches too.
That's totally not Zeratul. And the one that was the grave cleric. I don't even actually have a race for that one yet. Oh man. Probably be just some. I don't know.
I'm not selling this one.
I know I'm not. I mean, yeah, any race really. And you know what? You can vote for the race then.
Tell us what race.
You're right. Cleric of the grave. Spirit talking, sees dead people. Weirdo. Superstitious. Can a cleric be super? Does that even make sense?
Sure.
How many religious people do you know that are superstitious? Yes,
that's a good point.
It's entirely possible.
That's a good point. I won't say it. All right, there we go. Yeah, I did a bad job of selling the third one.
Any race, cleric of the grave.
Yeah, I just realized I didn't actually have a race idea for that character. It could be anything, and maybe the race could make the character if I came up with something interesting. Yuan T or something weird. Soul knife. Soul knife rogue for life.
Getting an early lead here.
Fire cheddar. Are you actually keeping tabs for me? Because I would appreciate that.
I am keeping tabs. Yes,
I appreciate that.
My very loose tabs, but yes. When I see the word somewhere in the chat, I'm like, that's a tab.
Yeah.
A lizard.
Oh yeah, I could work with that. Probably something exotic would be even add more to the mysticism.
Yeah, more fun. Yep.
Mm. But I mean, I could also just do a human.
Yeah. Boring old human.
Oh,
I mean,
poor humans.
they'll all die the same.
They'll all die the same. They're all meat on the inside.
I love that Ellie just does not give a shit about this character. She's just like, yeah, give him a backstory.
You know what?
Give him a soul. I don't give a shit.
We're the doctors of the bedside manner. She's the surgeon who's like, I'm just going to cut you fucking open and fix you or see what makes you tick. In this case, it's the reverse. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. Yep. Y'all are the ones that are going to make everybody feel better. I'm not.
Yeah, it's our job to get attached, and her job to stay detached.
Mm-hmm.
Heron. Yeah, they added. That's right. They added the fucking
go,
bunny
Rogue.
people. They added bunny people in Wild Beyond the Witchlight. They're just rabbit folk.
They sure did. I think they also added owl people somewhere too. I think Owlin was one that I don't remember what book that was, but there's all sorts
You
of
know what?
nutty
I think
stuff.
that was Strixhaven. I think you're right.
Okay.
That was Strixhaven. Yeah.
Also, Chris, do you know how pissed off he's going to be if I'm the one who's actually able to kill one of your characters and he hasn't been able to do it yet?
I mean, to be fair, almost none of our characters have died before in all of our campaigns, so
Right.
I wouldn't feel too bad.
But with how close you had Christopher in our most recent campaign here for like 2 sessions, and you were unable to seal the deal.
I do think, though, that the goal here is a little different. Eric's always trying to get us close, but not quite all dead. I think you're trying to actually get us all dead. So
it's the edging of kills.
Not yet. Not yet.
I do have to figure out, that is one thing I do need to figure out with the maps and things like that, is when to give y'all some kind of a rest.
Sure. That's a thing.
Yeah, is this actually designed to even get a long rest in between? Really? I mean, we've gone. I feel like especially if it's mostly a dungeon crawl, then I feel like that's almost part of it is to go without a long rest. But at lower levels, that is trickier too. If you're going multiple sessions in a dungeon without a long rest, that definitely gets tricky. But as long as your whole party isn't your casters or something, hopefully they can get by with it. They're lizard folk. We've always considered the lizard folk. I mean, Dragonborn's. I like how lizard folk's the more exotic one, even though Dragonborn's always felt like such a cool class. It's right there in the player's handbook, but.
Yeah.
You're going to need the 3rd character sheet, right?
I am, in fact, yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, for the boar.
Can I put a timer on it? 20 seconds left?
Yeah, let's do that. Why are there so many tool proficiencies? There's like 1,000 of these things. And I already have the ones I need, which is Tinker's tools. Why do I need more?
I mean, do you think tool proficiencies are going to come into a great amount of play here?
Oh, I don't think they come into play at all, anytime.
Ever.
Yeah, there we go. Everybody needs boots, cobbler's tools. Things specifically to make pies. The fun part's going to be rolling the stats, I think.
I think so. Determining, yeah.
Chris, you should see 3 now.
You see what?
You should see 3 sheets now.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
These sheets to the wind.
That's right.
Time is up.
Time is up.
I feel like just at a glance it was the soul knife, but
it was the soul knife. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The Fire Barbarian and the Grave Cleric were both had some interest, but they were tied. But the Soul Knife was definitely the leader.
Okay.
So yeah.
That soul thing looks really good. You know, Rogue is always, it's not just my nickname on there, which actually doesn't have anything to do with D&D, but Rogue has always been one of my favorite archetypes to play. I usually like playing the more dexterity-based fighter in a lot of RPGs and stuff. And I haven't played a Rogue at all in 5th edition.
Right.
So, something to think about.
Yep.
My one brief flirtation with 2nd edition, I played a Rogue. And with a bunch of D&D video games, I play Rogues.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
Rogue is also, and I also love multiclassing, and Rogue is such a great multiclassing, as we all joke about now with taking one level of Rogue, but yes. It was even worse in like Neverwinter Nights with 3rd edition. Like you could I would have like 4 classes of like, here's Rogue and Ranger and this prestige class of Rogue and all this ridiculousness. All right, so I'm right now building my smart goblin armorer artificer. I'm gonna roll stats right now.
Do it. See what you get. Oh, okay.
Not as great. That probably actually comes out to average.
I bet it does, because I mean the good news is you do get.
That's without any of my racial stats. 7. All right, let's start.
It's actually below average.
Is
it? Added up.
16.
Yeah, it's 70.
Oh, it's 70. Jeez. Okay.
10 plus 16 plus 11.
Yep, it's
Plus
70.
13.
Okay, so I did worse than the standard array. I knew it was gonna screw me.
You got worse than the standard array, but you have a 16 there. So you think about what you want to do, because the opportunity to get an 18 is a pretty.
That's a good point. This is a chance to get an 18.
Depends on how much you want to min max. Like, do you want to
18.
average?
We need that 18 intelligence.
I think you
Yeah.
should put 7 as your constitution.
I need. Well, I'll tell you. I need at least a 14 dex because I start with scale mail,
Yeah.
which is fine, but I need a +2 to dex because.
Right.
And if I have that, and I get the Artificer is the cool thing where they can kind of make their own magic items. So I can give myself a +1, so I can actually end up, I believe, with a 17 AC at level 3 with scale mail, but I need to have a 14 dex. Which this lets, because I can do 2 to 16, I can add 1 to 13.
Yep. Yeah, you could 1 to 13. That gives you a 14 on whatever the second. Yeah.
And then that leaves me with a 13 con.
Not great, but
So I may use my feat to
You're
get
a
a
caster.
+1 con then.
what feat are you looking at for him? Did you decide to do that yet?
No, we
No
would
clue.
just probably shore something up
Yeah.
and then spill out the rest. So I may actually keep these stats rather than using the standard array. Because, yeah, the standard array only gives you a 15, right, at the top?
Only gives you a 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's no way to actually get an 18.
When I was theory crafting these characters, there was a lot of me picking feats because they give a +1.
Yeah.
And you could go 15, 16, 17, and then 18 with the feat. So you could get there, but it requires you to pick a feat that gives you a +1 in the thing that you're trying to get to 18.
Yeah, that's true. Far worse than my practice runs, of course.
as usual.
What's the dump stat here? Wisdom?
I
Wisdom's
unfortunately do
dangerous.
not have any of the things, even though I guess because I don't know why. I thought being in your game I'd have them.
Do you not? I thought it would have it because
No.
I in the character monster.
Yeah. Races, I've only got SRD races.
What? That's not right.
Yeah.
Because I made this game, which should have
Right.
had all the stuff.
I mean, it's not a huge deal. I can add all the extra stuff in after the fact, but
Well, I wonder if that was an option I should have chosen at some point.
Probably.
Um.
Oh, yeah, I can't see it under, like, for marketplace assets and things like that. I only have the free stuff.
Let me see if that's a option. I need to click on this. That works, because that's gonna get a lot harder.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it was a while since I made other campaign. Setting.
Yeah, it's been
Vault access level. Customize which compendium resources are available in game. Ah, okay. Here we go. Share compendium with players.
Oh, you have to turn that on, huh?
This is like him and his cockamamie rules for all
Well,
of the
they'll-
games we play.
How did I do? Let's see. Available compendium sharing slots. It is available, but I just click yes. Let's see if this does. Hit save.
We all now have to
All right, so
refresh.
you may have to refresh, but let's see
Okay.
if this actually makes a
Wow.
difference.
Let me just back out and get in the game again.
Okay, wait, hang on. It doesn't save it. Yes.
Said save.
Share with other players. Yeah. Trying to do it. Maybe it's not because we're in
You
it right
probably
now.
have to refresh as well too, dude.
Yeah, let's try that. Although
You're gonna lose all your stuff.
I don't know if it saved my stats. I just hit the
Mm.
refresh button. It might have.
That's all right. Your roll is right here. You can
That's
just
true.
read.
Yeah, I can see it.
Whoops, I refreshed, guys. Can't use those rules.
gotta roll them all again and take the best of the two.
Yeah, 'cause it always shows up for me, but it looks like I have to.
I guess the other, you know what? The other interesting way would have been to do this. I don't know if we have enough, and if Eric, if you and I had enough ideas to get away with this, we could have just done like hardcore rules and rolled the stats, and just how they lie is how they lie. You know, like the first one is your strength, the second one is your dex.
Oh my god, that would have been great.
Oh, that's how
I
you
didn't
used to
know
do it, I
about that.
think.
And,
Yeah.
and then we just figure out which of our character ideas fits with that array. That would have been interesting.
That'd be pretty hardcore.
Oh, I wish I would have known about that. I totally would have put that in.
Oh wait, save compendium settings. Okay.
Different, huh?
Sorry, that was a different save. Yeah. Okay, now it should work.
Okay.
Now it might take a refresh. Sorry, I scrolled all the way. I scrolled too far.
Again, his cockamamie rules.
This is Roll20's rules. This is me just figuring out I had to. I must have done this for a rhyme without remembering. And fun fact, I can only ever do this up to 5 concurrent games. Then I have to start revoking access.
Really?
Like a
'Cause
limited,
you can't, like,
limited number
sharing
of
with your
games.
characters.
Yeah. All right, so let me know if this works, but you should have access to everything now. Too much, one might say.
Too much. Too many things. I got all the things. In fact, I got so many things that, like, I don't know what all the different things
I'm pretty sure
mean.
some of them don't even exist legally, if you know what I mean.
All right.
You got some of that legal stuff in there? All right, I did keep all my character monster stuff. That's good. Oh, we need that 13 dex.
Oh, that's why I didn't do ASMR Fallen, because it's a charisma save. It's based off your charisma modifier, and my character's not going to have any charisma.
Dumping wisdom sounds like a great idea, right?
For an intelligence caster? Yes, why not?
I hate having people having negative charisma. I can't. I feel so wrong for me.
I think my death cleric is gonna. We'll see, but let's see. Azamar Scourge is Volo's guide, so it's VGM. What is VG1? What is that? I've got Azamar DMG, Azamar VG1, and Azamar EGTW. What are the? What am I
Those
looking
are
at?
those are the books. So Volo's guides.
Yeah.
To,
I would go with the
So-
VG, I guess, one, I
VG
guess.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, okay.
and then the other one is Eberron's Guide to Everything.
Okay. And how do I
Guide
choose
to-
the rule that like changes what the ability score bonuses are?
There's a little slide thing at the top
It
of
says customize your origin.
yeah, on the left
Oh,
on the
there we
left
go.
column,
There
the
we go.
top
I
thing on
see
the
it.
left.
I see it. Yes.
Go. Really need much strength, right? I guess I can dump Khan. That's fine. He's a goblin. Go 10
A
strength.
dangerous thing to say. I guess I can dump con.
Or no, sorry, not Khan. Charisma.
Oh, right. Okay.
We'll dump
I mean,
charisma.
Con would be funnier, but
no,
yeah.
not dumping. I'm not gonna dump Constitution. Not if he's gonna get up there and punch people. All right, so if that's gonna be the stats, then
Unfortunately, I don't think Tasha's Ranger is in here. I may have to do some editing after the fact.
yeah, that may be true. I think you might have
That's
to
fine.
add.
No, I had to make changes to my Barbarian after the fact.
Yeah, I don't know if they implement the what do they call those? They call them something. Optional variant or something with each thing they added.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Optional. The optional rules are optional. Yeah. So I do roll for stats, and then I just hit roll 46, drop lowest.
Yep.
It'll do the whole thing.
Yep. Show us the stats. This is for Stigbat.
Big bet.
A Ranger. Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Oh, you got an honest
shit!
18 though. An honest 18.
That's amazing. I don't care how bad everything else
That
is.
is a min-maxed character. He's got his 18, 2 stats below 10, but whatever.
Holy Lord. All right. does this work? Does it work to have 2 really good stats and everything else is garbage?
What does that add up
Comes up
to?
to 71.
Wow! Again,
Really?
below average. The game giveth and the game taketh away.
All right, so I need for Snigbat, I need Dex more than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I need 3 things.
Dex, you don't need to cast spells.
I do, because all of the beast's abilities, his attack rolls, his
It's based on your spell casting stat?
It's based on my spell casting stat.
Oof.
But well,
I mean, you get a +2 and you get a +1, right? Everybody's got.
I do. Yeah. So, and 15 is not bad for like a. I could dump Constitution.
Oh no! You see the DM's just like, yeah, do that. That sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I could get a 12 Constitution.
Yeah, that's
y'all do whatever you feel is best for your character.
Yeah,
positive is the thing to. I didn't think about the background.
If I got a 12 Constitution, that 7's funny. If I got a 12 Constitution, but that means I could get a 20 Dex. I could be just a fucking
ninja.
Wow.
Ninja.
You'd be really good at the one thing you're good at.
Yep. I'm in a 15 Wisdom, which is decent for
an 11 con. About 12, I guess you said you get a +1.
Oh, that's actually interesting. And Nick's, yeah. If I get an 18 on Wisdom, make the boar really good.
An 18 Wisdom on a fucking goblin. You know what? Snigbat's seen a lot. He's been around.
That's true. Then I can get a 16 +1 to make a 16, and then +2 on what? I guess, yeah, +2 on the con would still make me a 12 con. That could work. I got too many odd numbers, unfortunately. It's usually better if there's at least one even or more evens, but.
Hun, do you want to make one of Rochelle's characters while we're doing all this?
I can.
You want to throw it to the chat, or you want to just make one, or?
Yeah, let's make one. All right, chat. Here we go. So, thinking for Rochelle's character, we're going to make her more of a utility type player. Want to keep it nice and easy. My thought process was to make her some kind of Duke no hag witch.
Was it bog witch? Was that or bog hag or something? I forgot what joke that was, but
yeah. Swamp witch.
Swamp witch.
Swamp
witch. Right.
Yes, swamp witch. That does sound right.
Actually, nope. Not gonna do it. That would be really funny though. Make her like a swamp witch sorcerer type person.
Right.
They need a kind of a witch class because Pathfinder's got like a legit witch class too. You have like hexes.
What's a glamour bard?
I thought she played a glamour bard, didn't she? In Tomb?
She played one of the bards. I don't remember which one Gillian started as.
I think or maybe it was War for the Lost Plain. She played glamour.
Yeah,
I could have sworn she did glamour.
Let's see, I can tell you.
I mean, I know she's already played bard, so don't do a bard.
Yeah.
I was thinking a cleric or a paladin, someone who has the ability to, possibly keep y'all alive.
I wouldn't mind seeing the paladin. Paladins are
really good in 5e.
We haven't seen one since Kalinar, and well, I guess I'm sorry, Scarlet. We've seen them since Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely going into a room where Christopher has to remember shit.
Wait a minute.
Everyone is going to walk through the door and just pass out, and then Christopher is only going to see pictures of characters and has to remember who played what character.
Yep.
And who was in what campaign. And every time he gets it wrong,
this is why I write all this shit down, Heather. I write all this down because I can't remember.
And then every time he gets it wrong, the room becomes, like
my teammates dies.
Yes, one of your teammates just magically dies.
Guillotine falls on them.
Yeah, well, I was thinking more like a one of the chambers where they cremate bodies, which is It just
Right.
goes up and down. Lots of flames, lots of fire.
Yep.
Like a 4th level fireball. 4th or 5th level fireball. That should do it.
Yeah, that would do it.
But yeah, looking at Paladin and Cleric. Again, wanting to keep it pretty simple, especially because she's going to be just jumping in on Friday.
Ready to roll.
Yeah.
Paladins are pretty. I think paladins are relatively simple at low levels. I mean, it's a lot
Yeah.
of. I mean, you get a few spells. You
can always
You
burn
get-
your spells for divine smites too.
Yep. You get a fighting style, and then divine health and a sacred oath, depending on which one. And then, yeah, the cleric looks a little too complicated. But then there's also like fighter. I could just make her a straight fighter.
She did play a straight fighter when she respec Gillian for.
Yeah, she's like half fighter.
Yeah.
There are fighters that get a little more complicated. I think mainly the Tasha's ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Using all my personality.
That's really kind of like what I'm looking at for hers is I'll probably go Paladin. I'm thinking Paladin because that's where I kind of went whenever I first thought about doing it was to go Paladin. And then to do it as a glory Paladin, I think. Because that's really the only reason you're going down there is for glory.
Glory.
So
I chose Clan Crafter as my background, which is like you learned in the universe. It's like you learned from a dwarf, but this is the best one I can think of, where you're just like you're just in your profession for your tribe, which is his goblin tribe instead of his dwarves. But
right,
maybe he learned it from a traveling dwarf. I don't know, but gives him some useful skill proficiencies he didn't have.
Yeah,
and all the personality things work well.
all right, chat. So we're gonna go Glory Paladin for Rochelle's character. Chat now needs to determine the race for the character. Let them determine race.
Nick already says the owl. The owls.
The Owladin. Oh, I like it.
Owladin. That's good.
Oh, that's really good. Where game go? There it is. Use the character monster.
Like crossbows are simple.
So the Owlin.
It's better a mace or a light hammer. It doesn't matter. Use my fists.
You're gonna be electrically punching people.
God, I have like 4 things to give me tools. I'm just carrying them out on just a shit ton. I could open a whole store.
It's all like just built into your armor.
Yeah. Word burst, because that's kind of. Guidance is always good.
My Matt's gonna have a 7 charisma. In case you wanted a low charisma character. There he is.
Unfortunately, I believe I also have a 7 charisma, so it's just, we're just, that part of the stereotype of the goblin is there. We're not very charming or attractive or anything.
That's right, yeah. We're not going to convince anyone to join our army.
No, they're not going to be any charms. We're not going to be the face.
Mm-hmm.
Cautious, go with 3. So I can flavor all of these to coming out of his battle suit.
Nice.
Artificer gets cure wounds. I forgot about that.
Wow.
That's pretty handy.
That's handy.
Throw cure wounds in.
Trying to remember the build out for a paladin here.
Yeah, you need is paladin charisma, and then like a strength, con, and charisma.
Saving throws are wisdom and charisma, yeah.
For a rocket boot. I got 5.
Yeah, charisma is the passing, so we'll do ability score increases in charisma. And probably constitution for those wonderful hit points that I'm going to take away.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And because it's the owl, they get to increase 3 of them by 1, or 1 of them by 2.
I don't know anything about the owl. What are the things you get?
That's what I'm looking at here. All right, so so ability score increases. Whenever you do that, you can increase one of your scores by 2 and increase a different score by 1, or increase 3 different scores by 1. So I just picked the 3 because why not?
The only bummer, as I'm reading this along with you, Heather, the only bummer about choosing the Allen for a paladin is that you can't use the Allen's main thing with heavy armor or medium armor. You can't fly.
Yeah, that's okay. The way that the dungeon is built, the ceilings aren't really high enough to constitute flying for the most part, I wouldn't think.
If she ever technically has to fly in like a utility situation, I guess she could take the armor off.
Just take the armor off. Yeah. She got great dark vision, 120-foot dark vision.
Wow.
Jesus.
That'll come in handy for y'all.
That's really handy, yeah. I mean, all birds can see pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
Oh man, 7 Chris was a -2. Yikes.
It's pretty bad.
That's real bad. Alright, what's a good feat that gives me +1 to con? I'm sure there's something out there. I don't have to have +1. So, chat, as part of our house rules that Heather is continuing, we let players choose a free feat at level 1. A little bit of a boost and better specialize that character. So are we going to roll for hit? So obviously level 1 you don't roll for hit points. Since we're starting at 3, do you want us to roll hit points for the levels 2 and 3, or just take the average and go?
It's up to you. If you want to roll, you can take your roll or do the average. Well, all those rolls are all the same.
Okay.
For
so roll, but if it's less, we get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna make any changes to any of that because we're used to it. So,
Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't even know what is my hit point. Shoot, I roll a D8. So
you know what?
Less.
Because I think it's more efficient combat-wise. I am going 20 wisdom.
Wow, a 20 fucking wisdom on a goblin. Is it really better to do on a ranger? That's crazy.
Yeah.
All about that pet class.
It makes the ram better. It makes the ram better, or not the ram, the boar better at knocking people over.
So what is your con score then?
Not good. My con's bad.
He has an easily exploitable weakness.
He's gonna have a pretty high AC. That's gonna be something.
With wisdom?
Fact, I'm probably gonna... No, just regular. It's scale mail and holding a shield.
Oh yeah.
Scale mail plus 14 dex.
That's
which I've got all of
18. I think
that's an 18.
Better AC than me.
Yeah, with a shield. Yeah, and then I might take the feat that gives me +1. I'm sorry, the fighting style that gives me just +1 AC because he's not gonna have much con. So he just made it need to have lots of armor.
All right, here we go. We're gonna roll for Rochelle here. Our little Paladin.
Stats?
Yeah.
Yes, our little Paladin.
All right, we've done not too great so far, but we've had some exciting numbers.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's not great. We got a 6. Boy, it's been killing us though. That one seems particularly low. You get a 16.
This one's real bad.
3 below 10, and the others are 11s. Jeez.
Reload.
16, 11.
Yeah, chat wants to know, and I want to know also, are you going to be wielding a lance as you charge?
I could, well...
Or is that too big for a goblin?
It's not too big for a goblin. It's actually not a heavy weapon. It doesn't actually make sense in the mechanics, though, because the ram has to hit them first, at which point I am 5 feet away from them, or the boar, and then the lance is at disadvantage within 5 feet. So it would be like I have to get up there, and
What
then
happens if you... Does the boar go on your turn, or does it have a separate initiative?
It does.
Does it go before you?
Within my turn, I can just sort of.
Okay.
I can command it during my turn.
Okay.
That's why I wanted this, because all mounts are weird. Mounts have like awkward rules where it's
Yeah.
like sometimes they have their own initiative, and you can only move them then. Yeah.
So I'm switching Rochelle's Paladin to be the standard array because it added up to 63.
Oh my
Oof.
god, that is
Oof.
brutal.
Yeah.
These are pretty bad.
Those are bad. All right, so standard array.
Yeah. So we gotta make charisma pretty high because that's gonna be her stuff. As you can see, I am a chat. As I talk this through, I'm not gonna give her a charisma of 8 because while I am very interested in killing everybody, I do want to make it a good sporting match.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta make it fair, or there's no fun in it.
I am gonna dump it in wisdom though because nobody cares about those.
We're gonna have to have somebody with mental stats because we're gonna be. Well, I guess I've got intelligence on the ass.
Yeah.
Wisdom though.
Because she'll attack with strength, more than likely, with her sword, her long sword. So probably
Yeah,
want
for
that
sure.
to be high, so you hit hard. Do charisma next highest because her smites will be based off the charisma score. See, now I'm remembering how I built my paladin, and this is what I'm doing.
Right.
And then we'll go con and then dex.
If we do we need a face? I don't know. The way Heather described the campaign last time, I don't know that we need a face. We'll see.
You know, so many classes use charisma. You almost just end up with one
true.
accidentally. I mean,
Like
bard, sorcerer. I mean, paladin should have charisma, right? So.
Well, I mean, and then the one thing that I told you guys is there is going to be very little, if any, opportunity to try to talk your way out of a fight. So there's no Vol Robbins just going on speeches.
Is this campaign fueled solely by your hatred of my character?
Yeah, no. But yes.
No, yes, but no.
But yes.
It's okay. It's not a real campaign. No, it was because of the nature of what the dungeon is. There's just not really that opportunity to try to get out of those types of situations.
Yeah, just the nature of it.
Yeah, so for the most part, having that person who can talk you out of anything is honestly going to be somewhat useless. And I mean, if you want to have a character who can do that, we can definitely see what we can do about that. But
don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, let's not worry about that.
That's fine. And like you said, if we do try to force it, then somebody's got charisma. Like Paladin's got charisma.
Yeah.
Absolutely needs it.
Ooh, what should her background be? Why are there so many flipping options now?
There's a lot of options now. Holy crap.
Jesus Christ.
Intelligence modifier plus half your artificer level rounded down. So for level 3, I didn't gain any new spells, no? Really, there's one more. Level 1, half your artificer level rounded down. Minimum 1 is 1, so I had 5 spells. Level 3, half my artificer level is 1.5, rounded down to 1. That's true! Holy shit. I didn't learn a single new spell from 1 to 3.
Really?
I think. And only at level 4 would I learn one more spell. I did get another spell slot, but I didn't learn any new ones, which I did start with a plenty because of intelligence. But...
okay, yeah.
Oh, should I make her background a farmer?
Owl farmer turned paladin?
Yes. Oh, yeah, Shogun Nate is a folk hero. That's a good one. You go with that one. Ooh, or forest dweller. That kind of fits
forest
the owl
dweller.
theme.
That was a forest dweller.
I dwell in the forest. That's a background? I guess.
That's not a personality.
Yeah.
That's just homelessness. Alright, durable gives me +1 con.
Yeah, I don't know if all these... I guess these give skill proficiency, so I guess there is that. I gotta make sure I don't double up on what I've already got. proficiency in, I guess.
All right, so I know 4 Artificer infusions. I can learn. I can infuse 2 items. So one of them is going to be my armor. I'm just going to give it a +1 AC. With this one. That gives me a 17, which is pretty damn good.
Nice, yeah.
For scale mail.
Oh my god, I did the full hero one. And so the personality traits fit right in. Someone's in trouble, I'm always ready to help. When I set my mind to something, I follow it through regardless of what the outcome is. Or what happens. And then the idea, like, respect, people deserve to be treated with respect. And then the bond, my tools are symbols of my past life so I don't forget. But then the flaw I put as secretly, I believe that things would be better if I were a tyrant overlording the land. That's funny.
Shit, do we have a wild Raymond appearing? I gotta push shit here for a second.
Yes.
It's a wild Raymond! Welcome,
wild.
Or pretty wild. Give me a second to fix our thing.
This is so weird. Snigbat, the dumbass goblin, is gonna speak like 6 languages.
Hey, you picked that up from your wise travels.
Yeah, he's just been everywhere. He's just lived with
He's
every
not
single...
studious, but he's world traveled.
Yep.
It is.
Yep, exactly.
So y'all are gonna have to catch Raymond up on this here.
Yeah. Oops, I'm not the dungeon mistress. Crap. The cameras. Well, give him the spiel of the campaign and the fact that we are... So, Ray, we've been creating characters. We actually did it by committee a little bit in the chat to determine... We gave him some ideas, and they kind of voted on which characters we should play, and then we've been having fun just creating characters and talking about what we should make. And Heather has recommended we make 2 characters because apparently it's going to be an extra deadly dungeon. And she wants us to have a backup for respawning purposes.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm still brainstorming. So you're talking about the chat voted for just the 2 of y'all?
So the way we and Chris did it is we all locked in one character that we had a good idea for that we liked, and then we had 3 other options for our second character that we then let the chat vote on. And then we're in the middle of creating those characters. And then Heather had the chat vote on, I think, the race for... I think she's making Rochelle's character is a Paladin. So even if you have just ideas, then the chat can help. They've been very helpful with crafting some ideas.
I'm still brainstorming.
This is the right session for brainstorming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much. All I've got is that maybe a halfling with their lucky die might be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically stuff that has good rolls. Like I took her advice about, talking people aren't very helpful. So
Yeah.
bards, stuff like that might not be too useful. Unfortunately, I don't know just the way that D&D is, but I feel like spellcasters are at a disadvantage.
We were trying to figure out how often we're going to rest in this campaign, and I think it's mostly a dungeon, so I wouldn't even necessarily rely. Although I think Heather mentioned we might actually level up during this campaign too.
Really? That'd be fascinating.
Yeah, so I don't know what to think.
We'll have to see.
Cantrips, you can cast cantrips as much as you want.
That's true. Yeah.
But let's say you have some sort of shield ability or healing, those all take up spell slot. I mean, she mentioned, it'd be good to have a healer. Which
that's kind of like what Rochelle's character is. So I made her a paladin, who's an owl. So she'll have some healing abilities as well as some divine stuff.
Yeah. I just feel like anything that relies on spell slots in this game, you're just kind of very limited,
Oh, it's
You
also not a terribly long campaign, so you may be all right in that regard. Like it's not we're not going to be stretched out in terms of how many spell slots you have over
Yeah.
a long
It's just
time.
like it's so easy to use up all 6 spell slots, for
I mean, it
example.
is. Yeah,
You
you
know, in just
gotta
one
watch
combat
that.
encounter, you can do all this cool stuff, and then
Yep.
you're done, and you don't get to rest. You know, your usefulness is kind of gone. I was
Mm-hmm.
just saying, Eric, that like
Yeah.
it's so easy to burn through 6 spell slots real fast in a battle. And it's just one encounter, you know, and you're done.
You could play a warlock and we could short rest all the time. Because it's weird.
It's up to the DM to allow us to short rest.
It is, yeah, but I mean, and I can't speak for Heather, but I know for me, I'm a lot more amenable to people short resting than I am for people long resting. But warlock is tricky. You have like 2 slots, but you get them back on a short rest, so it is very tricky.
See.
Or be a goddamn barbarian and don't give a shit about spell slots.
Right.
Then you just have to manage your rages.
Although I can't remember how much information she's given us. Like, how much storytelling should we have?
Deadly is the
How
main
much what?
information.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that? Deadly. Like, are we like gladiators looking for, you know?
Oh, he wants his backstory motivation. That's what he's looking. What is my purpose for being here?
Who am I?
Yeah. I don't even think we've gotten that far yet in terms of. But that's a good question.
Why are we doing? What are we doing, and why are we doing it?
Would that give him an
We
idea?
will find out on Friday.
So I guess the safe bet is adventurer.
Yeah, for some
yeah.
reason we're adventuring in a dungeon, from what I can understand.
Yeah, I just don't want us all to be just barbarians, you know. Just
right. Yeah.
We think we'll survive the best.
So
Well, if that'll
so
help you,
what
we
we
can tell
got-
you what ours are.
yeah. Yeah. So far, my first one. I guess we should go over the first one first, because that's kind of what
best way to start.
Yeah. My first character is going to be
Very
frontline ranger. He's a ranger, but he's a goblin riding a boar into battle. So he is very frontline.
He summons his
martial.
boar
He summons
companion.
his boar.
Tell him what his fucking. You can scroll up on the chat log, I think, and see what he fucking rolled.
Oh, I rolled one natural.
He got a natural 18 on a roll, and he's applying his
3 6s.
+2 to that because we're using the Tasha's thing where you can put your stats wherever you want, your racial stats. So motherfucker's got a 20 wisdom as a goblin.
As a goblin.
Because his pet scales off wisdom, apparently.
Which
you're gonna have a boar that's gonna outdo all the fucking players, you asshole.
Which roleplay wise is Snigbat does not have 20 wisdom. The boar has 20 wisdom, and Snigbat
So wise the boar.
Biggie tells Snigbat what to do.
Okay. The boar tells me things.
Oh man. Well, so I'm using a character mancer to look at my options. I figure that's easier than looking through the book.
There's a lot of shit in there now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What the hell is it? Ill rigor.
So there's there's probably stuff that's not actually part of. I think they have like unofficial third party stuff in there, so you have to kind of filter that out.
Oh, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, not very well, I guess.
Oh,
I mean, you do it. You can do what I do and just go to roll 5e tools and
That's
just
true.
scroll through that in terms of
Well, my plan was to scroll through character mancer, so
Most of them should be legit. Is that a race or a class?
it's a class. Ill rigor.
Okay, I mean we know what the classes are by now, right? There should be Artificer, Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard.
I see. So Beast Heart probably isn't one of them.
No. Probably not. Well, I mean, ask Heather. She's the DM. She might allow whatever. I don't know.
Okay, so PHB's player handbook. What is BH?
I have no idea. I wouldn't allow that then.
DH.
BH is in boy.
BH. I know.
Yeah. So there's
Blood Hunter?
Oh, is it Blood? It might be Blood Hunter from Critical Role class.
So I recognize TCE, right?
That's Tasha's.
Everything.
That's
There's ERLW.
Eberron, Rising from the Last War,
right.
which has like Warforged and
So I don't recognize EK. There's a bard for PHB, but there's also a bard for EK. And I don't know why this
Hold
is.
on. Let me pull up. 5e Tools has all this
That's true.
information somewhere.
Yeah, if it's in there.
They got their books.
Yeah, this doesn't tell me where it's coming.
Because I don't think there's a way to actually filter the character monster, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I could do is go to my compendium and turn off certain ones, or maybe it tells me in the compendium.
Okay. All right. Well, so I don't recognize EK or BH.
I don't think those are legit. I think those may be like.
Yeah, Illrigger's from MCDM. That's Matt Colville's thing. There's some of the stuff's from Cobalt Press, which is good stuff, but it's definitely not like official Wizards.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, this is so much stuff in here, especially when you go to the races.
Oh, Essentials Kit. Essentials Kit is EK. That's Wizards, but
that's Wizards, yeah.
But if it says, I would do the other one, the player hand, because EK is probably maybe a simplified version.
Yeah, when you look at races, there's like 100 in here.
Oh my goodness.
You got the snow caps. You got Tabaxi.
Okay, Tabaxi is a legit one. That's the cat people.
Tabaxi, yeah.
Right. You've got centaurs.
Hey. Centaurs are from Theros.
That one would be allowed technically. You could play a fucking centaur.
There's MOOT. There's GGTR.
Mythic Odyssey of Theros is legit.
Okay. There's GGTR.
Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica is legit. Technically does not take place in Forgotten Realms, but it is a 5e.
I don't know. I'm just gonna not be creative. I'll just play it safe and use what I know.
You can go as exotic as Heather will let you. You can play a fairy. They added fairies in Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
They sure
They added rabbit people. We talked about that earlier. They added rabbit people as a thing. Well, and Heather's making, I guess you already tell him, that owl for Rochelle. Yeah. She's playing an owl.
Yeah, Rochelle is an owl. She's an
Paladin. An Paladin for the owl Paladin combo.
So the Owlin race?
Mm-hmm.
It's from Strixhaven.
SCC?
The Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos. Yep, that's a legit one.
So what did she say are references, or what can we pull from?
So you can pull
probably like 75% of them are legit, I would say. There's a few that are just from...
Yeah, you can pull from any of the official Wizards of the Coast published documents.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was smart, I would have disabled some of these that I don't have.
Is it too late to do that?
I actually could do that.
All the things you've reviewed in the world. Which is
if I can think, I can disable anything that's not Wizards of the Coast, basically. That one. That one. Might hopefully make it easier. You'll still have EK on there. I guess I could get rid of that one too, essentially. Or was just seeing me click on green boxes in the stream.
Oh, exciting.
That one.
There's the Gallus race. They look like chickens.
That's from That's from Humblewood. I'm playing that one with the family. Yeah.
Yeah, HCS.
Yeah. Okay, so I think if I do this, that will exclude everything that's not official Wizards of the Coast. So, save. So you might have to refresh, Ray, but I think it should update it now where you'll only see stuff from Wizards of the Coast.
That would make things easier.
Yeah, so you'll still see like the because the Strixhaven is legit, Out of the Abyss, Mythic Odyssey of Theros, all those, but you won't see the really extra third-party stuff.
It's a bit cleaned up, yeah.
Okay. Happy to be of
Paladin is in. Still needs a feat, though.
What's the story on this owl? It's an owl paladin. What kind of paladin is it?
What was the background?
It's Glory.
Glory paladin.
Yeah, Glory Paladin. It's lawful neutral. Hulk hero.
She need a +1 in anything. That's a good way to narrow it down.
She can heal pretty well. She can use her channel divinity to heal people. Inspiring smite. She attacks someone and heals someone else within 30 feet of her. What's her other one?
Can you see her character sheet?
No, I'm looking at 5e tools. Just
Okay.
the path of glory or the channel. Yeah, both of
The
them.
channel divinity. Peerless athlete.
She can use her channel divinity to make herself have advantage
on strength and dexterity checks.
Yeah.
All right, I just clicked on a random race. I've chosen. Well, I don't know if I've chosen, but the first one I clicked on is Simic Hybrid.
Oh boy, it's probably like
That's from Ravnica. That sounds suitably interesting. Hey, I think this is a great campaign to just bust out some of these like more exotic things.
So the Simic combined uses magic to fuse different life forms together.
Yeah, I think you were like tube grown or something. You're like a mutant.
Wow.
Yeah, you're pretty much a mutant. You get to choose one animal ability. And 5th level, you get to choose a second enhancement. So there's like Manta Glide. You have ray like fins that you can use as wings.
Oh yeah, you can climb on walls, or you can breathe underwater.
Let's look at the grappling, but on reading it, you have to be 5th level for that one. You have 2 special appendages growing alongside your arms.
At 5th level, you can get acid spit. That's awesome.
Yeah, those are 5th level though.
Yeah.
Wow. Sweet dark vision.
This just became more complicated.
You probably picked one of the more complicated classes or races.
Already.
You're right. Yeah, you're right, Nick. The boar's damage, or the boar's AC is proficiency, and its damage is too. Yeah, you're right. It's just the attack roll itself. Lizard folk. Just hear me out. You really want to see a lizard?
Somebody's playing a goddamn lizard folk, or I walk right now.
Well, give somebody a lizard man.
Well, I'm probably still gonna have to make Reese's character too. So
I mean, if you're gonna have to make 2 for a show, that's always a backup too.
Yep. I think I might give her Shield Master because she has a shield with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be good. It's like the bash one where you get
to push people back 5 feet.
Push people back. Yep.
Yeah. And then add your make a dexterity saving throw. You only take half damage. Use your action to take no damage if you succeed on a saving throw. From Shield Master.
Take durable.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're not incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw you make against a spell or other harmful effect.
On and maximum hit points. Place your con modifier.
Yeah, we're gonna give her the Shield
14.
Master.
All right.
My hit point.
Here's an interesting one. Maybe I'll be the Loxodon.
The elephant person.
Yeah. Elephant man.
We need a Ravnica campaign, because I think that's also from Ravnica.
Right.
It is. All right.
Glorious.
Rochelle's first character is in all its glorious nature.
Well, now I want you to be a Loxodon like wizard or something or a rogue, something that's just a sneaky giant elephant.
Under 8 feet tall and weigh 300 to 400 pounds.
And be the highest dexterity of the team.
That would be funny to be a very dexterous elephant person.
That would be really
That would.
funny. It could happen. I just raised my con to the next thing, but it did not up my hit points. So does that give me 3 more hit points since we're level 3? I raised my con 1 more modifier.
It should have already given you your hit points.
Did
If
not.
you used the character mancer, it gave you hit you.
Well,
your
I
hit
didn't. It was a
points, you just don't
feat.
realize
It was a feat that I added, and the feat didn't automatically give it to me. So I just manually
What
upped
does the feat
my.
do?
The one I just put in the chat, durable.
Oh.
Increase your con by 1, and when you roll a hit die to regain hit points, the minimum number of hit points you regain from the roll equals twice your con modifier.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Raymond was a Ninja Turtle in Tomb. In fact, we've
Right.
covered that archetype. Love it,
Gens.
George.
Oh, did someone suggest that?
Yeah.
I'm going to step out at this point and let y'all go about figuring out Raymond's at least first character.
Okay.
I look forward to looking at the character sheets tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will be prepared.
It will be glorious, I am sure.
I finished Stigbat. He doesn't have a whole lot of life. He's got 22 life, which, I mean, Rangers are pretty beefy, so that's not terrible.
Yeah.
But he's got a fucking 19 AC with everything.
Wow.
'Cause-
What is the
Weird.
boar's AC?
it's I can tell you. The Boar's AC is 13 plus my proficiency bonus, so it's a 15.
Okay.
So the boar will be attacked probably more than Stigbat.
This
but
is
we'll
going to be
see.
fascinating. Fascinating character concept.
Yeah, your AC is higher than Rochelle's. Hers is 18.
Wow. Mine's a 17. We're trying to make durable characters here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Harry scared us all, so we're
Yeah.
all like overcompensating. Like,
Gotta put everything into defense.
we gotta stay
Watch
alive.
her, watch her
what?
like mind melt you or something.
That's true. All she needs to do now is like something that doesn't give a shit about AC. Like, hey,
Yeah.
there's a fireball in the middle of
Dexterity
you all now.
saves, yeah.
Dexterity
Yeah.
saves. Yeah, have fun.
Dexterity saves, con saves, and you're done.
All of a sudden, you are smelling bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
Good night,
Good
hon.
night. The boar should write something back. Yes. Maybe.
So this one.
So have you, is your, yeah, exactly. Is your goblin built now?
all except for the, like I said, I think the hit points. I need to get 3 more hit points, right? If I add my con by 1,
Yeah.
then I think that
Then you
just
get-
ups your
yeah.
hit points by 3. So that puts me at
Exactly.
24 with the Artificer.
That's more than me. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
So yeah, I've got as my so Raymond, my first one was a Goblin Armor Artificer. It basically Gazlowe. But instead of operating Gazlowe from behind with a little thing, he steps into his armor and everything is flavored like all his spells are like his like components coming out of his armor and doing things.
Cool.
And he's got a 17 AC, 24 hit points. Literally his armor can do like thunder punches. He's basically an artificer, but he's going to wade into melee, I think. But I do have some spells. That's number 1 character. Now I need to make number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Just in case. So what is your class then? You've got you like Loxodon. Again, if you have ideas, chat's pretty fun. We could do some polls.
No, I really don't have any ideas. I'm literally scrolling through the list, just clicking on something.
And I assume Chris is going to have his... I guess I should have my Goblin as my starter, too. He's the one that was my first.
Yeah.
Which some of those, we've got a Ranger with crazy stats. Rochelle will be
Frontline
playing...
Ranger.
We'll have her start as the Paladin, which also is pretty
Yeah.
tanky. My character is oddly going to be a melee.
Yeah.
We don't have a pure
Melee-
spellcaster yet.
We don't. We don't have a pure spellcaster. Yeah.
I've got some spells, and we don't have a good, like...
Got baby aggro.
Oh, no. Like a locksmith person.
That's true. We don't have like a starting rogue. Yeah. Which I mean, she didn't make Heather or be Reese's either, so I don't
Yeah.
make Reese.
My backup will be that
a-
rogue, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll
How much? I don't know how
Play.
much overlap there's going to be between like the second.
I don't
tier
either. That's
characters
going to be
and the auto-
fascinating if people are going to actually start falling or not. I have no. Yeah, I
Yep.
don't know. The second one was Gith.
Like, yeah, the Gith are pretty cool. Yeah, they seem
Yeah.
pretty neat.
Psionic elves.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah. So you just said we need tokens by Thursday.
Ah, yes. I did make some tokens actually.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we have
at
a
least for the first.
yeah, we have generic ones we can give people if they need just a race they have. We can
Yeah.
all the different. A My Little Pony token. Fair enough.
You are a My Little Pony.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, gets right just straight up getting an invisible mage hand. That's pretty cool. Spell. Means I get to roll stats again. It takes a while to make characters, doesn't it?
It does. It's already 9:15.
I know,
was like,
yeah.
it got-
we
it
just
got
kind
way
of
fast.
shot the shit for a while too.
Yeah.
Unmod durable isn't a very good feat. No, don't make me second guess it. Well, I mainly just got it for the +1 con. That was the thing. The only other +1 con one was either resilient, which just gives you the proficiency, which I already had, or chef, which maybe chef's better. You can cook food for people, and that doesn't benefit.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, I mainly just got it for the +1. I didn't have any other good feat ideas for him. I don't know. I mean, there's probably something that if you have any idea for a good armor artificer, who deals thunder damage with his melee punches. So he doesn't even wield weapons. He literally will just use his fists. Crusher seems good, but he doesn't do bludgeoning damage. I looked it up, and it's specific.
It's lightning, isn't
it's
it?
specifically bludgeoning. Yeah, lightning. Sorry. And his fists unfortunately do. No, it says thunder. Yeah, his gauntlets are thunder.
Thunder.
His ranged attack with the other classes, or his other armor is lightning.
Okay.
If I was doing bludgeoning, I would do Crusher. Yeah, Chef lets you prepare food, and then they can just regain. It's kind of like a short rest. It's kind of what is it, Song of Rest. So I figured just the +1 con was worth taking. But if there's another feat, then maybe. Actually, fighting style might not be a bad idea. That's the one that I think Heather took that one with. Oh.
I don't remember what she said she took. Actually,
I could just take the defense fighting style and get another +1 AC.
yeah. You could always do that.
Is that better than 3 more hit points? And another con modifier bonus.
Another con. Well, but getting another con bonus gives you 3 more hit points, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
It gives me
you
that,
get
and
6, you get 6 total from the feat.
Why is it 6?
Let's see. Let's read this. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't actually. The +3 was from the con. Increase.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I would get. Yeah, because it would like it retroactively gives me 1 more for each level up.
Yeah.
So
So what is your con modifier now?
Now it's a 14. It was a 13.
+2.
Yeah. So went from
Okay.
+1 to +2. So it adds.
So you can't get less than a 4 on your hit dice.
Well, yeah, I mean that's just a bonus. Honestly, I was just doing it with the +1. Just give me that so I get more. Yeah,
You're
so
just-
the
you're
whole
just
hit.
getting a +1.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what the best feat to get that one is. And usually it's resilient, but I already have proficiency in con save, so I didn't need resilient.
Right.
The only one I probably take is, just a fighting style. Probably just defense for +1 AC, which that kind of theory crafting is getting too minute for me. Is like, what's better, having this much more AC or this much more hit points or anything? It's like, whatever at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I do love theory crafting, but I can only get into the weeds of it so deep. Tavern Brawler is one of the ones I might have taken with the that Fire Genasi character. This one is rogue. Which, it's funny, neither of these characters use conventional weapons, I think.
Really? Oh, that's
The-
right, because your
The
rogue's
Psy
gonna
Knife
be
uses
like
the
Psy Knife.
Psy Blades, and the other dude just uses Lightning Fists. Lightning Fist. God, that's right, rogue gets 4 skills. Stealth. Sleight of hand. Who doesn't choose stealth as expertise on their freaking rogue now? Perception. Alright, let's roll ability scores for the rogue. Oh boy. Nothing higher than a 14. That also seems bad. What is up with this?
Let's do the math. 12
it
plus
doesn't seem good.
8 plus 12 plus 14 plus 12.
Yeah, that's below.
69.
Nice. But not nice.
Nice, but not for right now.
I might as well take the standard array. The highest one's a 14. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Ah, it's so disappointing with these rolls. So yeah, obviously, if people don't know our house rules, with most of our rolling for characters, well, I guess with your stats and your hit points, you can always roll, and then if you roll worse than average, you can take the average. That way, nobody is below average. It just gives you a chance to go above average.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I could just go into the what's it called? Compendium, search Beast of the Land, drag it onto the character sheet, and it did everything. I didn't have to build it at all.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Piggy is built immediately.
That's pretty freaking handy. There's also gonna have bad charisma. Does the soul knife need another stat? I don't actually remember. Oh, it's not called shit. What is it called? I write down soul knife. Oh, it's one. It's one word. Sorry. Soul knife is one word.
Soul knife.
Soul knife.
No, Raymond was casting his mind far and wide, just clicking buttons, and then he got called away. I think he settled on the elephant, I think.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, well, he said Simic Hybrid first, and he liked the Loxodon. I don't think he had a class nailed down yet.
Yeah.
We should just use both those if we're all making 2.
Right, there you go.
Get Sonic Dice. Plus the ability modifier you used for the attack roll. Oh, it's finesse, so you can just use dexterity. Don't actually need anything other than dexterity. That sucks that the rogue, he gets his 3rd level ability and then nothing until 9th level for the
That is weird.
subclass. Yeah. God, fucking pig's gonna just demolish it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be stuck with my 16 dex for this character. That sucks. Well, unless I go +2 to 17 and then do my feat to make it a +1. I try and do that. Feat short up to get that sweet, sweet 18.
Right.
I could do what Reese does and just take Piercer. It gives +1 dex.
Sure. Yeah, you could.
That extra piercing damage. Just do it for. I think the soul knife do piercing. What new classes I haven't. No, it does psychic damage. Shoot, that doesn't work then. E power, yeah. The boar does need a name, as chat pointed out. The boar has a name, Piggy.
Piggy.
Piggy is not literally the nickname. It is canonically the pig's name.
That's what Snigbat has named his boar is Piggy.
I'd like to think the pig actually has a name, but Snigbat has never
Never bothered to ask.
Never did ask. What he asked me. Slasher's the same thing, but slashing. Okay. Works. What is the best feat to take that gives a +1 to Dex? Isn't a waste of a feat. Athlete, I guess. Athlete gives +1 to Dex. Climbing doesn't cost you extra movement. You can jump better, and you can stand up from being prone faster.
Yeah.
But could have an 18 Dex.
That makes sense for a mechanical suit of armor. That's
No, this is the rogue.
Oh, you're on the road now. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it makes sense for a stealthy rogue too, for a dexterous rogue.
That I don't really need anything but dexterity. I'm used to building such multi-class, what is it called? Multi-ability dependent characters.
Yeah.
This character is more sad. I guess, yeah, intelligence, skill.
All right, Piggy is built. Piggy's gonna be a fucking beast.
Man, that's crazy. Go to race. Two is Dex. That gives me a 17. And the +1 might as well be Wisdom. Not bad.
What are you looking at?
Offensive mental stats.
For your stats? Yeah.
10 strength, 17 dex, 14 con, 12 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 8 charisma, and then I would give myself a +1 dex feat to round out and get the actual 18.
Get the 18? Nice, okay.
Get that 18, which I think I'm going to take the athlete feat, because that seems like the best one that gives you +1 dex. That doesn't have a race requirement. So many of these have to be a certain race.
Yes, yeah, a lot of the good ones do, really, yeah.
Yeah. Which gets her as a kind of elf.
Yeah, I guess. Multi-dimensional elf.
Yeah.
Not only potential Falcon, it has been promised to us by our DM.
Yeah, she seems pretty confident that we all need to make a backup character. Wasn't Bounty Hunter one of these, I thought? Or is that that was a variant of one of these. Outlander? Urban Bounty Hunter, but I thought one of these was a legit Bounty Hunter.
I don't, yeah.
What's your class, Ray?
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Yes, there is.
I'm rolling for my stats for the Death Cleric.
The Death Cleric. The backup.
The backup. Let's see.
First backup.
That's pretty good. That's really good, actually.
You rolled a 5. That is actually really hard to roll that low.
yeah, there is a dump there. But there's 2 15s and a 14. That's like
a 1, 2, 2, 1. My goodness.
Oh, that'll be his charisma again. He's just
charisma.
Skull face. He's
just people are literally repulsed.
Yep. Let's see what that actually adds up to. Plus 15, plus 5, plus 14, plus 15.
It's
67?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be low.
Oh,
I mean, what if it was a 5?
I guess, but I'm looking at, like, the top ones are, yeah.
You are a min-maxer's dream.
Ah, Lord. And I also can't really...
That would be crazy if we did play by the rules where we had to go top to bottom, like strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and then you have to build a character based on that.
That would be crazy because what do you do with it? You got high.
You have to be a charisma. Yeah, you'd be a charisma spellcaster because you can't hit worth shit with 9s.
Yep. Warloxodon, Raymond. the name is
just because you people come up with good names. Although it did work for Paladin, I will give them that.
It did work for Paladin, yeah.
What a Loxodon Druid.
Ooh.
Druid's cool.
Okay.
There are some really cool Druid subclasses now too, where you can like burn up your wild shape to do crazy shit.
We're only level 3.
Yeah, hey, I mean, you get your
the first thing.
Yeah, you get your first thing. I think a Druid actually gets it at level 2.
Oh, really?
I've never played a Druid.
Yeah. We haven't had a whole lot of them.
Yeah, we've only had the moon one, which is the one that's really good at shapeshifting specifically.
Yep.
All right, sure. We'll do it. I don't know.
Let's do
Go for it.
I'm not committed. Is that 3rd level?
Why do I want to go standard array? I don't know. I got 2 15s and 4.
I would love to see a 5. Somebody have a 5. That's gotta be a -3.
It's like which, you know, I could just have like a skull face. I could like with the Heroes of Might Magic 2. What's the hooded with the skull?
Oh, like Sandro?
Sandro, yeah. It's just a skeleton in a hood.
Horrific. Yes, Ray, we're doing level 3. But yeah, so go through all the things for level 1, and then after you make your level 1 character, you can go back and click the plus character monster button, and then you can do to 3. The one thing you'll have to do manually is your feat, because that's a special rule that we have. We can't tell the game, hey, I deserve a feat at level 1. So you'll have to take the feat, search for it in the compendium, and then drag it onto your sheet, and then make any adjustments from there. I know an instrument.
So what are my features? Druidic. You know, Druidic, the secret language. Man, this is
secret Druid language. Speak common. Oh, there we go.
Wisdom characters by virtue of just luck.
My ability score, roll for stats.
So yes, roll for stats, but then our rule array is if you don't like your stats, you can take the standard array. So just click that button to roll 46, drop 1. Let's see what you get. We have done terrible. That might be the worst of all.
Holy shit, that is real bad.
We have all done very badly, I will say that.
Nobody's rolled higher than a 72, have they?
No, we sure have not.
What does that add up to?
The closest we came was a 70,
what
I think.
does that add?
8,
well,
7,
it looks like it adds
10,
up to like
56.
56.
It's not even 60. That's horrifically bad. I mean, you're basically a commoner.
Yeah.
Because commoners have straight 10s. In fact, I think you're worse than a commoner, I think. All right, you probably want to take the standard array. I wanted throwing that out there. It's been real bad. I guess the most exciting we had is that Chris actually got a natural 18.
Yeah.
On the first one, even though you still ended up less than the standard array, but it was close. I think.
Yes. Exactly.
It was like 70 or 71. These characters deserve to get heathered.
And
blood for the blood god.
Oh man, standard array gets you 72 points. I had 56.
Yeah, it's a no fucking brainer, I think. The only bummer is the highest stat is at 15, but you can. So, by the way, when you're choosing your race,
15, so
when you're choosing your race, you can click that button at the top of the column that says "Customize my origin," And that's what allows you to change the plus stats to whatever stats you want them in. So like Loxodon might say, you get a +2 to whatever. You can slide that thing that says customize my origin, and then you can put those stats wherever you want. Which will help get you some high numbers.
Oh, like it suggests like wisdom and con.
Well, no, the race itself, remember, that it comes with certain stat increases.
Right.
So what the customized origin does, yeah, it lets you say, well, okay, instead of doing, I don't know what Lockdown is, but instead of giving me, 2 con and 1 strength, I can put my 2 wherever I want and my 1 wherever I want.
Okay.
So it lets you, but you got to make sure to click that little slide bar over to let you do that.
I got you.
In fact, what I do is I roll my stats and then I go back to my race and then select where I want my pluses to be. And then a lot of the feats include +1s on stats. So that's how I'm ending up with an 18 is you can have your 15, give it your +2 to that, and then get a feat that gives you a +1 to that.
Yeah.
And really try and squeeze as much as you can. All that blood out of the stone.
Druids need a lot of wisdom, so
Yes, they do.
we'll do that.
Will you be as wise as our boar?
Probably not. Nobody's as wise as the boar. Okay. Ismar, wisdom. Wisdom's gonna be 18. That's solid. So I'm gonna get an 18 wisdom, 16 con, 14 dex, 9 strength, 9 intelligence, 5 charisma. Just nothing.
That is the definition of min-maxed, I think.
Yep.
I can't roleplay him very well, but I'm gonna do 8 charisma, 10 dexterity, 12
Charisma's a
intelligence.
dumped
We
everywhere.
all have such bad charisma.
I know.
But she warned us. She's like, "There's not gonna be much talking." I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, fuck it. We're all gonna be dumping charisma then. If this is a one dungeon adventure, then that's how we're doing."
Let's go. Let's kill everything.
Backgrounds? We're doing backgrounds?
Yeah, because your background gives you some skills.
Mm-hmm.
Skills that could pay the bills.
We'll make him a sage type character.
What's that word that's a word where you rearrange the letters? The term for that. I should know that. I'm doing Web Zero.
Yeah.
Anagram.
What's that? Yeah, anagram. There you go.
Basically doing that with Zero Tool. Latzur.
Great. Excellent.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking gets right. You gotta put
It does.
you put a fucking apostrophe in there and you can do anything. I haven't chosen my alignment. I don't. Where was alignment? Is that race? Anagram. Yep. We are. Yeah. Somehow she's gonna hit us with a charisma save. What creature can do the most charisma? God, that'd be my campaign. That fucking Chardalyn stuff was all charisma.
That's true. We all just die.
Yeah. Awful. Chronic for a rogue.
What's the devil speech? What's that one called? The language?
The devil
Infernal.
speech. That's speaking in tongues. Well, there's 2 of them. There's abyssal and a infernal.
Oh, okay.
I forget. One of them is demons and one's devils, I think.
I don't like that one.
Select some skills. There is so much with character building. Holy crap.
Yes, there
Having
is.
2 characters is a hell of a thing to do. Where's my... Are you rolling them?
I'm rolling them, yeah.
Okay. I was like, how are you clicking it?
Some of them I don't like, but I'm still rolling them.
Wait, I thought I did choose. Yeah, sleight of hand and stealth. These was stealth. There we go.
Let's see. Cantrips.
Why do demons and devils have different languages? Is that why they hate each other so much?
Yep, they just never talk to each other.
Just can't talk. Oh, the rogue has 15 armor class? Bad.
That can't be right.
Just
He
have-
gets light armor, right?
Yeah,
And
it is
he
basic
also-
leather armor, which I guess sucks.
Oh yeah, you gotta get studded, right?
Said whatever
Yeah,
starting equipment.
studded gives you 12 plus your dex modifier. Yeah.
But I'm about to up my dex by one, so that'll help. Yes, that's.
Well,
oh, I need
if
to.
you take starting gold, I mean, starting gold, you can buy, what you need.
I just chose starting equipment for everybody. I wanted to try to, like I said, I wasn't gonna go that deep.
Even for plus 1 AC.
Yeah. Get better than average hit points. That's slightly better.
That is.
It's not. Plus 11. Archetype is Soul Knife.
So nice.
He's a soul man. The knife. Excellent.
Dying spare the dying till the dead.
Thing to choose. Yeah, Guess Where I seem cool. They get a free invisible mage hand, and they get a once per long rest shield spell.
Yeah.
Those are both just fantastic abilities.
They are, yeah.
Alright, so I won't feel bad if that spell's destroyed. I mean, I'll feel a little bad. How does he have 20? That doesn't seem right. 25. No. 10 plus 11 is not 25. Where'd the extra hit points come from? Can't be right.
Con? No, it doesn't seem right.
Oh.
For the sage, there's a personality trait. It says, I speak slowly when talking, idiot, which almost everyone is compared to me.
That's funny. I like that for a Loxodon too. Like a fucking big ass elephant just speaks very slowly but purposefully.
I rolled into the I'm used to helping out those who aren't as smart as I am. I should explain everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like number 6 when I was just reading out.
Wait, so what class are you playing? Did I miss that?
Druid.
Oh, Druid. That's right. Okay, sorry.
But the background is Sage.
Background is Sage. Gotcha. Very thoughtful Druid.
Look at that flaw.
Can't keep a secret to save my life or anyone else's. Nice. All I need is +1 to Dex. Not put my soul blades in here, unfortunately. Or psychic blades. Soul Knife is the class. Okay. Attack. Yeah, it's just mainly more visually flourishing than it is mechanically interesting, but whatever. In a feat that gives me +1 to Dex. Oh, I was gonna choose Athlete. Is that the best one, chat? A +1 Dex feat.
It's 1 Dex. Well, are you stabbing? I mean, yes, no, you're not doing. You're not doing piercing
I'm using
damage. Or...
I'm using psychic, not blades, which do
Yeah.
psychic damage. So again, I kind of screwed myself out of using the better feat.
Well, as a rogue, there's good ones like skill expert. That's a really good one.
That's true. That's when they were wanting to take me with Gazlo, which I guess or was it skilled or skill X? Yeah, you're right. Skill expert.
Yeah. There's skulker. If you're trying to hide, that one's. Oh, that doesn't give you a plus.
Yeah. Well, God, rogue already has proficiency in like a shit ton of skills too.
Yeah.
Yeah, skill expert's probably.
Yeah.
That or athlete.
Yeah. I keep missing these. A lot of these have requirements. Like fade away looks pretty cool. But that's a gnome thing.
Yeah, I know. A lot of them, yeah, they're for races, and a lot of the more exotic races don't have them because they came out, I think, with like Xanathars.
Yeah, you're right. You don't have that many choices for the plus ones.
Number of these dice equal to twice your proficiency bonus. Why did it give me one power? I should have 4. Number of these dice equal to twice your proficiency. 4. I thought you could click on your like bonds, flaws, and stuff in your character sheet. It doesn't look like you can do that anymore.
Really?
Oh, Lumpy. I know. I can't believe we're still streaming. Making characters takes a long ass time, it turns out. We had fun with it, though. We had some create by committee.
Yeah.
And Ray got here a little bit later, so he's still making his character. What are you up to? Are you making spells?
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
No, I'm finishing up some work.
There it is.
But yes, I'm on the spell slot now. The cantrips and I have 2 cantrips and 2 level 1 or 4 level 1 spell slots.
Yeah, that's just for level 1. Keep in mind, you'll after this go to level 3, and you'll probably get some more.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's I think 2 second level at level 3.
Yeah.
I know. I was just complaining about being a spellcaster, and now I've picked one.
Yep.
I haven't played a druid in 5e, but I generally like druids also.
I think the druid just seems natural when you're an elephant person. So
that's true.
Yeah.
It's a good fit.
Athlete gives me a +1 dex. Let's see if this updates. I think it should. Let's see what I currently have. 18. Work. What is going on? 20 might be crippling. Slowing down.
All this character building is putting it to its max.
Stressed out to the max. I was on my last step. Oh, yeah, I won't even open the sheet now.
That's happened to me like twice tonight. I
Really?
just had to reload. Yeah, it just
Reload the whole
blocks.
thing? Or just the character sheet?
I just reload the whole thing. Yeah.
Might have to end it after Ray does this. Just do the one character because I didn't expect this to go past midnight.
I know, right? We're still going.
Yeah, it's a Monday.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do a second one right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
Hey, you're lucky you got this out of me.
Exactly.
I am lucky every time you are in my presence.
You showed up.
Okay.
But yeah, I like it. The elephants, druid.
Yeah.
Now you just gotta find a token. Although, like I said, I've got. Well, I can't see him right now because I'm logged in as a player. Every single time they added one of these campaigns to Roll20, they added all the art from the book and they put it as tokens. So I'm sure there's some Loxodon tokens in there somewhere if you just wanted to look at some of those and use them. But obviously, if you guys find tokens, then we can use those too. But as Heather instructed, we do need tokens by Thursday so we can have all that set up and not be scrambling by Friday because she needs to set up the, attach the character sheets. There's a little bit of extra work, set up all the dark vision stuff. So the sooner I can, or either one of us can do that, the better.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, what if I just take the art from the D&D, like, when you click your character, some art just randomly pops
I don't give a
up?
shit. Yeah, however, if you want to make a token, that's fine. Like I said, there's just you guys can't see them because it's only the DM can see it. But there's also any official artwork from the book we've got available as already in token form, which we can use that. But yeah, if any of you guys see any kind of art, even if it's just a picture, I've got a website. Which for all of you, it's the Token Stamp website. That you can easily, like, you literally drag. It's a browser. It's not even a program. You just drag the picture on there, and you can make a token and download it. And Bob's your uncle. You got a freaking token.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Psychic Blade.
Forge of Fury is slowing down Firefox.
Yeah, I just had that problem. It seems like refreshing fixed it, but it definitely doesn't like making all these characters.
Do you lose your progress?
No, you don't. I did that earlier, actually, when I was doing the compendium thing. It will save it in the character monster. I did not close the whole browser, I just refreshed it. Let's see, what is it? 6 plus Dex. Six.
I put in our no, I guess it's a player only channel, right?
You trying to put some in the Discord channel?
Yeah, the picture.
Oh, yeah, you can do it in the player only one.
It's not loading.
Breaking it. Oh. Psychic that. Oh, my first roll was a crit. Choke on it.
Wow, look at that.
Psychic Blades. Wow,
right.
max damage.
Max damage.
I'll never roll this well again.
Nope, use it up.
Why? Why couldn't I roll that for my stats? Damn you, game. Using up what precious luck is obviously a resource that I have used. Oh, man. Yeah, 6 and 6 on both of those. Separate offhanded. I need to add my Thunder Gauntlets and the other guy, too. All these unconventional weapons. Leave that to 1d4. Attack with the blade, you can make a melee ranged weapon attack. Oh, yeah, you can throw them, too.
Oh.
Bonus action on the same turn. For your other hand, it's free to create it. The damage die of this bonus attack is 1d4. Or kick.
Psychic Blade offhand. Wow, okay. Psychic blading people left and right.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can turn the sneak attack on too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I should have turned it on for the crit. That would have been amazing.
That would have been good.
I forgot to do that. What's funny is knowing I've got a backup character. I wonder if it'll make some of us more foolhardy with our
true.
character. It's like, if I die, I've got another cool character to play. If I die, I die.
Yep. Yeah, it's entirely possible. Get the
Ooh,
picture.
I can't look at it or I'll screw up our webcams, but it looked like I got something in there because I used Discord for capturing.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, it's in the players only channel.
Okay. So your druid is ready to go, you think? With the have you gotten to level 3?
Oh, I just have to pick some spells.
Oh, okay. What does the actual psionic dice do? Oh, I can speak to others telepathically,
Oh.
or give myself proficiency in a cheese and more proficiency in the skills.
Yeah.
That's weird. It doesn't look like I actually rolled them pretty. Maybe that comes into play later.
Ooh, I can do Thorn Whip. You know that's my favorite.
Oh my god, you and fucking yeah, you come up with a character every time as long as they have access to Thorn Whip.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Let's see what it was. I've successfully made 2 Here's the Storm characters. That's exciting.
That's pretty good.
Holy, all those spells.
So it's my
1d8 thunder damage on it.
They do not count towards you. Okay. The character must have messed up on that. It was counting toward my extra spells towards my limit.
There's no limit.
There is no limit.
Bottles money. Advantage if they don't attack me. Oh boy.
Wow.
It's a level of tankiness I wasn't
Prepared to yeah.
Intelligence modifier. That's good. Actually makes some pretty damn good melee then with it. That, so I think it looks like this. Oh, I forgot to do. Thunder, thunder is just like sound damage, right? Or like sound waves.
That's kind of yep.
Yeah. Magically emits a distracting pulse. Take that. Punching you with thunderous force.
Nice. Disadvantage attack rolls against targets other than you. Wow. Yeah, so you're really pulling the aggro there.
Yeah. He doesn't have the hit points to back it up, but he's got decent AC.
Yeah.
My other infused item was the rope of climbing, which is him like shooting out. Actually, say what it is. Shit.
It's not required attunement though.
It was, yeah, it sounded like a grappling hook thing. Why does it not? It doesn't have the information there. I think it's under replicate magic. There. All right, I'll have to add that in there properly. Rope of. There it is. Now it's. Okay. Is there a way to click the item to the chat window?
I don't know. If you put it in as one of the bottom right box things.
Yeah,
yes.
that was okay. I guess copy and paste this. I guess.
Yeah, that's what I do with my magic items. Yeah.
Okay. Requires 2 minutes. There we go. Got kind of a grappling hook as his other use item thing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Shoots out of his thing. All right, well, what's the character lineup right now look like? We've got Rochelle as an owl paladin.
Yes.
Chris is the goblin ranger riding a superpowered boar.
Yep.
Mount. Raymond is a Loxodon druid.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a goblin artificer armorer. So based on that, Reese could pretty much be anything.
I know, yeah. I mean, I guess a blaster, maybe?
Yeah.
Like a
arcane.
A warlock or a
spellcaster.
sorcerer, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a pure offensive caster. Although druid can do some offensive. Hell, my character has like Thunder Wave, Magic Missile. I just don't have as many spell slots as a wizard or sorcerer would. Well, at least as a wizard would, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, kind of, it's whatever. I mean, if Heather's
Sure,
having
we'll
to pick
survive.
one, I would say some kind of, damage dealing spellcaster would be helpful. But
somebody with charisma, just in case we need charisma, would be the other option.
Yeah.
Make him be a sorcerer, and then he's a spellcaster and he's got charisma.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, sorcerer or warlock, both are going to be.
That's
charisma,
true.
right?
Yeah, it is charisma.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need to bring this stream to a close. I didn't anticipate us going this long, like a fucking D&D session, but there we go. I honestly had a lot of fun. This was really fun.
Yeah.
Being able to theory craft characters and
sitting around making characters.
Yeah, just kind of hang out.
My Death Cleric's built also.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think me and Chris
Ready
actually
to
built
go?
2 full characters here. Ray's got 1, and then Heather built Rochelle 1. So
Yeah.
we can hopefully get some backups, but we'll see. I don't know what the stats are going to be if we're falling like flies.
Right. Yeah. That'll be interesting to see if quickly somebody actually dies.
I'm excited about it. That's going to be on Friday is session 1, so same time as our usual stream, and the plan right now is to go, I think, about 3 weeks. We may do slightly longer sessions, just depending on how much she wants to pace it. I know pacing is one of the most difficult things to plan in D&D.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea how long this dungeon or anything is going to be. So I don't have a hard and fast rule. If it's we're ending the 3rd session, we're like, oh man, we really, then we can do another week, whatever. But
Yeah.
I would probably put a hard cap on 4 weeks, but I'm saying 3 right now, and we'll see where we go from there.
Right, telling her that.
Otherwise, I think that will do it for this week's not crafting Icewind Dale. This was a special session 0 of Forge of Fury.
Crafting meat for the meat grinder.
Crafting meat for the meat grinder. I will be on Thursday doing crafting Icewind Dale, and then on Friday it'll be our session 1 Forge of Fury. And the plan is for me to do a normal crafting, and I'm actually trying to get ahead of everything, so I'll still be around doing my normal crafting Icewind Dales, but we'll just be doing Forge of Fury on Fridays for a couple weeks. All right, I think that will do it. Thank you to Heather, who signed off a little bit ago, so she has a normal nap time on a weekday. Those of us who are crazy late night folks, Chris and Raymond, thank you for coming on. Thank you to all the fans. Thank you to the patrons. Shout outs to Platinum patrons: Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Thomas, Adam, Stan, Nathan, William, I'm Loud, Al, Kyle, Sclenia, Genocider, David, and Jamit Clams. Gold patrons: RPG, Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, David, Marcus, Dead Lizard Lounge, Stan, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Nathan, Fasica, Tortoise, James, and Perry. Thank you all very much for your support. I will see some of you patrons tomorrow for our DM roundtable, and for the rest of you, I will see on Thursday for the crafting stream then.
Later.
I don't have outro music. Should I just play our happy outro music? I
Sure,
could.
yeah.
All right.
This.
Oh no, I can't play it. I can't play it because we're. I'm not in that. I don't have the music set.
Disappointed.
That's all you get.
This is like one of the few times it's actually appropriate.
I
It's
know,
like, hey, we played a bunch of characters.
but it's her stuff. I don't have access because I'm not actually the GM in this one. All right,
funny.
That's it.